Hi guys, I also started the video because it have a same scenario. We wish a little too far. This chair makes so money sounds. But also start. No, I also finish a video and I seen this guy this channel or this guy who has see this video and now I found another video I also want to see. Do money is the best way to get real results. Because this, I consider myself a person who have a lot of interest. I I practice Muay Thai, I go to the gym. Now I start a course and what I say a lot of times. I'm trying to try I'm trying to speak in English. I'm trying to have a YouTube channel. I do making a programming course. I do play ukulele. I don't know if you noticed that. It is right here. I do make it pretend and I ritual at home. And some things I also forget. Which is, I think is a good content for me watch. And that's what's the video. Too many interests. The best way to get real results.
Have you ever met someone who is insanely productive? They're running at 4 in the morning, they're playing guitar, they're journaling, they're meditating, they're going to the gym, they're running a bunch of side businesses, and yet they still have time to hang out with their friends. They don't even seem busy. They're present and they're calm. Like they know something the rest of us don't. Because while most of us are trying to...
I think every single person know another person who is like this. He can study, he have the best grades, he work, he go to the gym, he hang out, he play games, he do everything. He have a girlfriend. The guy goes sleep early and have time, bro. What the hell is that? And I wouldn't know how this is possible.
juggle work and school and hobbies and a nocturnal sleep schedule. They're out here doing it all at once, and they make it look easy, which makes you question the advice that you always hear. Pick one thing, stick to one thing, focus on one thing, and then move on to the rest. Really? Because people be out here picking 5 things and they make it work. So what's the secret? From Casey Neistat's wild 4 in the morning routine, all the way to neuroscience-backed time strategies. I'm gonna walk you through the 3 secrets that insanely productive people are using to manage all of their interests, and why the idea that you don't have time is a complete myth that you've been taught. And at the end of this, you won't just be able to manage all of your interests, but as an added side benefit, you'll become the most creative person in any room you walk into.
Bro, I really want to see this video. I think this is a clickbait, but what costs to see the video? I think this is a clickbait.
Casey Neistat is one of the most productive human beings on the internet. He runs, he edits, he uploads, he goes to the gym at 10 p.m. and then he wakes up at 4:30 in the morning the next day to do it all again. So how does he do it? He breaks life into blocks. There's 24 hours in a day, so there's 24 blocks. It's a tight and modular system, and it looks blocks. There's 24 hours in a day.
What the hell?
So there's 24 blocks. It's a
work. You wanna work 3 hours? Okay. Work 1 hour to family. 1 to 3 hours to work. 1 to family, 2 to health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to work. Okay. Family, health, sleep. I think gym, run with gym, sleep. 1, 2, 3. The guy sleep 5 hours. Okay.
tight and modular system, and it looks like he's almost playing Tetris with his life. Everything's fitting into the right areas, and it works for him. But what if I told you that his strategy...
I would try to see the videos without subtitles.
is a lie.
Time is fungible, meaning you can take hours from one part of your day and move it to another part of the day.
You see, Casey is wrong, at least when it comes to managing multiple interests. His system is built on the idea that time is limited, and that in order to make room for a new interest, you have to take time away from something else. Sleep less, drop a hobby, sacrifice. But that thinking is exactly what holds most people back. The truth is, you don't have to split your time into tiny blocks like that.
Right.
Because sleep less, drop a hobby, sacrifice. But that thinking is exactly what holds most people back. The truth is, you don't have to split your time into tiny blocks like that. Because an hour when you're tired and distracted is not the same as an hour when you're focused and full of energy. 1 hour of deep work can do more than 3 hours of half focus. And when you try to squeeze every hobby into a strict schedule, they stop being fun. They start feeling like chores. Your best ideas won't show up just because it's 3 p.m. and the calendar says guitar practice. So, if strict time blocking doesn't work for balancing all of your interests, what does then? How do some people manage to work, create, grow, and still have energy left over? That's where we shift from how they structure their time to how they move through it. Because here's the thing, there's a super strange but simple truth that's hard to accept. People who do more, do more. Not because they're special or because they have more hours in the day than we do. It's pretty good. But because they've built momentum. They don't ask, how do I fit this hobby into my life? They put it into their life, and then their life works around the things that matter. Here's what's wild. When you take on more creatively, socially, physically, you often gain more energy, not less. It sounds counterintuitive, but it's real. Psychologists call this the activation energy principle. The hardest part about doing anything is getting started. But once you begin, your brain ramps up and generates energy, not the other way around. Motivation, it follows action. This is why people who seem to do everything aren't necessarily the most organized. They just learn to ride their momentum. It becomes a loop. You do something, you gain energy from doing that thing, you feel more capable, and so you do more, and then the loop resets. Small wins like finishing a workout or writing a whole page, that releases dopamine, which puts you back into that cycle. So the people who are doing more, who are managing all of their interests, they're not squeezing harder, they're compounding, they're riding their momentum. They stack wins and they build belief, and the hard part is just starting. Because once you're in motion, staying in motion gets easier. And eventually, the effort becomes automatic, almost self-sustaining. That's why people who have multiple side projects and a bunch of different hobbies, they don't seem tired, they seem...
Bro, this is I think I really believe, because I am science traditional family integration. So my family every say this for me, no, you don't can do that, or also have a lot of things to do. Since 2 days ago, my mom said a lot of to me, no bro, no son, you don't can reach this goals because you also do a lot of things, and you go reach your home so late. And I said to she, no. One thing for the rest of the video, my camera now literally stops, and if you still see this video, my camera literally is black on this. One thing for the rest of the video, my camera now literally stops, and if you still see this video, my camera literally is black on this. Mom, I really want to do that. Please, mom, my mom accepts. But she said for a song that no, bro, no, so I don't do that. I just think what I think. I have a time. Like 5 months ago, I was working in a restaurant. My mom and my dad said a lot of no, I should start this job. It is so difficult. It is reaching all your time. It is stop you to grow your grades in the school. No, stop to work. Stop to do the thing. Don't go to the academy today. It's raining. Don't go to the academy. You also do this thing yesterday. No, don't do that. We're so so not lazy. We're so tired, not that. And I see in my life, every single person who have, uh, every single person who have a best thinking for another people's, who people is here compared to the people is here, have alone one difference. These people worked more than these people. The guy is on the top, worked, produces, do more than the guy that isn't they don't. I have 3 examples of that. 4 examples. Think. My room. My classroom has a guy, he's my friend, named Fabi. Fabi, he work, he go to the school, he do what Michael Phelps do, natação em português. So, yeah, he's swimming, he plays basket, he plays soccer, and he also go to the parties and have time to go hang out, and he also play games. And how do Rockets for the school? Look, the guys have a lot of things to do, and do out things because later he do more on this video saying. Another example, Arthur Mota. Arthur Mota is a guy in my classroom who is extremely different. He is working for so long time. He is working a barber, pick the teaser and cut the hair. Barber in Portuguese use the scissor to cut the hair. He works like this, and he also is studying for the concourse. Study, he's playing games, he's going to school, he's doing a lot of things. And another guy, Caio, Caio, Caio is that's the best guy play, the best soccer player in my classroom. And for some long time I think, bro, what this guy do? And I think this guy played in a soccer school since have 7 years. So the motive is he's best from everybody because he train more, he practice more hours. He have 2 more hours to practice. Since like which 10 hours I practice, he practice 50, no, I don't know numbers in English, but usually 50, 150, yes, like 10 hours I practice. He practices 50. So he has better than me because he practices more than me. And this is what I think. And I'm so happy because this video.
Seem more energized, which is strange. It's because they're not pushing themselves harder, they're just simply riding their momentum. So we've dismantled the myth that time isn't your problem. We've seen that people who do more aren't necessarily better, they're just riding their momentum. But what if you're still stuck? What if you actually have too many interests, too many things you want to do, too many unfinished projects? Well, here's the final secret to how these insanely productive people are managing all of their interests. Don't split yourself across your passions. Stack them. Most people, they treat their interests like tabs in a browser. Click one, close the rest. But what if your interests aren't in competition with one another? What if they could build off of each other? Say you're into video editing and writing. Starting a YouTube channel would be a perfect mix of those 2 hobbies. You'll have fashion and business.
Yeah.
Starting a jewelry company would be perfect for those 2 hobbies. You play music and you like to edit videos. Score your own content. The secret isn't choosing between your passions or focusing on one and leaving the rest behind. No, it's designing your life so that all of your interests They feed into each other. Now, this is how creativity is born. Not by narrowing your focus, but by stacking your passions until something new emerges. This is how the most creative people are putting together ideas that no one has thought of before. When your interests collide, it creates sparks. Ideas that no one else could have come up with. Because not only will you be able to manage all of your interests by stacking your hobbies on top of one another, you'll become the most creative person in the room when you do that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It is so cool that I get to make these videos. They're so rewarding. If you want to support the channel, there'll be memberships up here and below. If you want to put your number in there, I release jewelry occasionally, and I'm working on something huge that I'm really excited to announce pretty soon. So if you put your number in, I can text you some updates. My dad is a world famous artist. My mom is a fantastic metalsmith, and she's working on a book. My sister is an actor, and she's been in a few movies. And my brother is a painter, and he's going to Brown in the fall. Being in such a creative family, we were always encouraged to pursue all of our interests. But despite this, I always felt kind of a lot of pressure to fit everything that I want to do in the day, given a limited amount of time. And so that's really what this video is about. So if you've ever felt like you're too much, or that your passions don't fit a neat little system, or that you have to choose one thing, you're not alone. I'm with you. I feel you. I make videos every week, just kind of similar to this. You know, hopefully I'll see you next week. If you want to hit the sub button, I will definitely see you next week.
What happened with my camera? Oh shit. I think this is all video on the black camera. What the shit. But this is the point of the video. Normally I will speak a little with my camera until it stops. See you in the next video.